We live in the wettest state on the continent,
with quite a dangerous risk of flooding.
Driving heavy rain across Tasmania.
It will focus that heavy rain from tonight over the state.
Coast is under a warning for heavy rainfall, damaging winds to 100.
but for the last year, we've had to buy water for ourselves and our cattle and horses. Which is just not where we want to be.
So we spent about $2,500
Yeah.
on trucking water in.
So how do we go about solving this issue of water for our farm with no reliable dams and recent droughts meaning rainwater just isn't cutting it?
But up here in the forest, there's a spring that, as far as I can tell, doesn't dry out in summer. Like it's actively running out here. Have we found it?
We're hoping that this natural spring on the steep, densely forested slope of our property will be the answer to our water problems, if we can access it,
Even that could be sketchy.
and if we can figure out how to harvest it.
It won't work. Yeah, I don't know why we do it.
Hello, darling.
Haven't cleaned up yet.
It's okay. Let me have tea. That's for me, not you.
Thank you. Oh, that's for you.
Yeah.
Do I get to tea?
No. You'll be talking. There'll be no time for tea.
Oh, I feel like I need it. So, as you know, we live on 100 acres here in Tasmania. And if I zoom out a bit on this map, very rural country Tasmania. This is our property. The one in yellow is the original Airbnb property that we purchased, and that's the one with the Airbnb on it and the tack shed that you've already seen. And the one here in red is the more recent property we purchased when we just moved back down from Melbourne. If I turn on the contour layer, you can see the height of our property at its maximum point is 350 meters up here. And at its lowest point down here, it sits at about 230 meters. So there's actually over 100 meters of difference in height across our property from one end to the other. We do have 3 dams currently, all of which dry out in summer. So they're not really a reliable source of water. Our house here where we're living, we have about 20,000 litres here. The Airbnb is self-sufficient. That has about 25,000 litres and is completely disconnected from this whole conversation as it manages itself. I've just finished making up these maps which show the various different stages of our water security plan.
It's a beautiful map, baby.
It's a beautiful map?
It's really nice.
It is a nice map,
Yeah.
isn't it? Now you've already seen stage 1. We've already produced a video on that, and that was when we installed the tanks and the water pipe. This is essentially what we did during that stage. We put 2 water tanks in on the end of the new shed up here, and then we trenched in a pipe that ran all the way down to here. We put in a trough up here near the gate, and the water currently stops there. That is all currently live and running. The end goal here is to try and link the entire property up from one end to the other with reliable water. And that will be from multiple sources such as shed roofs, springs, and so on. So stage 2 is this section over here that runs out of a spring up here. Now in the forest, we'll get some good B-roll of that, but up here in the forest, there's a spring that, as far as I can tell, doesn't dry out in summer. And that will gravity feed down to a tank, which will sit there, and the tank will then gravity feed through to troughs down in the paddock. Now, we're coming into summer. Last summer we spent quite a bit of money purchasing water in. Spent what, probably about 2,500?
Yeah.
2,000?
Yeah, because we're living in such a small cabin with such minimal roof space, we had to buy water because we were using it both for us and the horses and the cattle, because every other option had dried out and we hadn't put those tanks in.
And we were building as well, and we were concreting and painting and had to keep using water for all that. So we spent about $2,500 on trucking water in.
Which is just not where we want to be, and fully aware of the irony of this water issue living in the wettest state in Australia.
Yeah, it's quite entertaining really, isn't it?
So we have to get it fixed. We haven't done this before, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. You can now hear it trickling. You okay?
what we're trying to achieve here is a water backbone for the whole property. So we'd like to connect our home all the way to the rest of the water supplies throughout the property, so that in times of really bad drought, we can open and close taps and run water back and forth to different sections of the entire property. Thankfully, most of this gravity feeds one way or another. So from all of the green section, gravity feeds down there. The pink can all gravity feed from this blue section, because obviously this is the high section of the property. So that can gravity feed down there and feed that tank and that entire section of pink line. So there'll be no pumping required, which will be fantastic. We've only got 4 cattle now and 2 horses, but if we increase that to 20 or 30 cattle at some point,
or 20 horses,
or 5,000 chickens and an excavator,
and a pack of melon oil,
then we might have water problems.
that will be the least of our problems.
2,000 litres a day from a spring should be achievable.
Yeah, we were up there the
Should be
other day
achievable.
just checking things out, and it is pretty wet. Like, there has been a lot of rain recently, but I feel like we're gonna get a nice flow rate. It will just be if that keeps going through the summer months or not.
Do you think it's the elixir of youth? Have we found it?
The other thing to note is that this spring comes out just below the Airbnb. So working on it means that we have to wait for breaks in stays before we get in there and make a big mess and a big racket. It's gonna be a dirty job.
At some point here, guys, soon we're going to be back in the house. We'll start working back on the renovation down at the home and the outside entertainment area. So these, you won't keep seeing these really dirty, messy excavation jobs. So enjoy it while it lasts, because I certainly will.
So just headed out to the back of the property, and we're gonna make a start on getting an access track to this spring, because we have a fair bit of materials, gravel and rock to bring up that we won't be able to do by hand. Conditions are not ideal for this kind of thing, working in the bush under trees, but Yuri should be fairly safe in the skid steer.
Right up to there, cut that fence that we need to get through, that old one. Cut basically like a 3 metre wide section of all the fallen logs that I can grab out one by one, all the way up, and then we'll be in. It'll only take half hour.
Why'd you have to go and put a time on it?
Half hour, folks.
Do you have an idea of what track you're going to take to get up there?
I can only go up this side here.
Go straight up?
Yeah, and even that's been pretty wet, so even that could be sketchy.
Yikes.
Like slippy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll go to the driving. We don't stand under these trees too much. It's a mess.
Yes.
Pretty slippery too. Might keep that as a habitat stump, and we'll use it somewhere.
Really nice.
It's a shame to kind of wreck it all up here, but it's also, it'll grow back pretty quick, and it's also a mess up here anyway. So yeah, so I'll keep pushing a track in up through here, just off to the side, with the least amount of casualties as possible.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's the most excavatory job that we've done with the skid steer yet.
It was only a matter of time before that was mentioned.
Good.
That wasn't too hard.
No, it's easy. Half hour, like I said.
Yeah. Don't even. Why would you need an excavator?
Holy moly.
I'd love to move, but I'm, oh my god.
Yeah, it's
I'm sunk and it's getting,
proper sticky, hey.
yeah, I'm not moving.
You gotta pull the heel off first.
We're gonna break the suction. Real quick, because it's getting pretty windy again, we're gonna clear out the spring area, this whole muddy patch of branches, chuck them down towards the track loader so Yuri can take them out. And then we're pretty much done for today, aren't we?
Yeah, that'll be it until we can get in here with the shovel.
Yep. Yeah. Look at your face.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah.
Gotta stop standing in that spot, babe.
Yeah. Okay, well that looks pretty good. I mean, it looks like a mess, but
No, it's actually quite a beautiful little spot.
yeah.
It's a really nice little spot. It looks filthy, but the water that's running out of the spots that we haven't disturbed is like crystal clear, so.
Yeah, and it's got the correct clay like composition in the soil. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, I think it would be great.
Still clear water coming out.
What we will do, we will get, obviously we're not drinking, this is for the stock, we're not drinking from it.
Yeah.
But we probably will get it tested at some point.
Cool. That's great. It's a nice track cleared behind me. It's time to get out from underneath the tree canopy, I think. Back down at the cabin, the wind dies off as the sun starts to dip behind the mountains. With some long, active days of work ahead, getting in some good, protein-rich meal prep is super important for me. And whilst a hearty stew does its thing in the slow cooker, I'll undo absolutely all the nutritional points it contains and make a lemon slice. There's this time of day up here when everything gets still and the light is pure magic, where I swear all the animals feel free to just come out and play. It might be eagles gliding overhead or a pair of long-legged hares racing on the slopes. Or, like today, a lone fallow doe grazing the fence line as I cook. Good morning. We're packing up to go up and dig some stuff.
We love digging.
It's really that word that we're not allowed to say anymore.
Windy.
It's windy.
It never ends. It feels like it never ends here. We're not talking about the weather.
No.
It's a beautiful day.
Off we go. Say goodbye to Mishki.
Bye, Mishki. Good gear.
Gum boots.
100%.
What did you get me?
A few biscuits.
We've just been to the plumbing supply and got a outlet. Yuri got some rubber stripping to form the catchment, which we're going to reinforce with paddock rocks and then gravel for the water to filter through. We'll cut all of that up there and then do some labour of the manual kind.
Yeah, we'll be into the really messy part of digging the mud and the clay out, which shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Yeah, so we'll do all that, and then and you guys can come along for the ride, and hopefully at some point here we can actually find out how much water we'll get from the spring.
We should put some bets down for flow rate.
Ooh.
Seeing what you've seen so far, what's your best guess of flow rate?
Put it
in the comments.
Put it in the comments.
Shout out to the first person who gets it, or the closest person who gets it. How's it look?
Good. That's drained the water out quite nicely.
Yeah, it's running through here quite steadily.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've dug a little bit.
Hey.
Catch my breath. We've dug a little bit. We've found the clay quite easily on this side. I don't know if you can see, but this lighter, almost greenish blue layer is what we're looking for. So that wasn't too bad on that side. Coming into this side, we were digging around here, but couldn't find any clay, so we've dug further in up to the clay layer, which will go presumably up there.
The reason we need to find the clay layer is because it seals the bottom of the rubber strip that goes along that directs the water. So we need to dig that rubber strip into the clay and then seal both sides with clay so that it's nice and sealed. But yeah, it's just got to follow the contours of the clay base, so it's a fair bit of digging.
It's also getting quite difficult just to stand where we need to stand. The mud is rapidly getting to the top of our boots.
Dear, I don't know why we do it. Honestly.
A little trench coming down here, just trying to divert the water.
Halfway through, juice everywhere.
Back after lunch, fueled up, and oh yep, another landslide. So that's come down while we were on lunch. This is looking good though. Here comes Yuri with some planks for us to stand on. That's down.
Here's another one.
Yeah. How's that?
Way better.
Good.
Oh my god. Don't feel as angry now.
Alright, explain what we're doing now.
Well, we need to continue digging this trench through the clay all the way up to that corner. We have to save the clay because we're using that to pack in and seal up the rubber that goes in.
This is the rubber. I just had the strongest sense of deja vu.
Really?
For everything that just happened there. For where I put the mattock, I went behind you and you said don't fall in one. Oh my god.
Really?
That was like scary strong.
Making good progress.
Yeah, it's looking so good.
So obviously the rubber will go in this slot that we've cut.
Yep.
And then we'll have the outlet here, and that's going to be a sump that sort of collects the water. And the the outlet will connect to that, so it'll run in there. It'll all be like different sized gravel, so that it flows through and doesn't block up. And it will draw from that sump to the outlet pipe. The next job really is to install the rubber and clay that in all neatly. So
Woo.
yeah. Now, so with this rubber, ideally you'd use something a little firmer like conveyor belt rubber, but we couldn't. Whoa, nearly fell in. We couldn't source any locally, so we have to use this, which we bought. It's not bad, but it's a little bit it's a little soft and a little flexible, but yeah. I think we can prop it all up fairly well with rocks and a whole stack of clay, so I think it's going to be all right, but I'd reckon something firmer would be better. Careful, she's about to go in. That's all good.
Yeah.
Very soft, isn't it?
Yeah. It would be lovely if it was like self-supporting.
Yeah, well, it was conveyor belt rubber, it would have been. But anyway, it's even gonna work. What do you think? Not ideal, is it?
That's not ideal.
I don't like it. It's not like a quality job, is it?
No.
Yep.
How are you? What's up, mate?
Oh, my name's Yuri. Are you still selling those conveyor belt rubbers?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Bloody lovely. What do you know what width they are roughly?
Probably 750 to 800.
Oh, yeah.
800, I think. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, lovely. What's your availability like this afternoon to pick one up?
I'll be home about 4 o'clock. I've only got the 10 metre and 8 metre left, mate.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. The 8 metre will be perfect.
All right, no worries. Thanks, mate. Bye.
Bye.
Nice.
Don't you love that? Gummy for the win.
Oh,
Fantastic. Daz is a legend. Good old Dazza. I have long to wait.
good. Okay.
So, guys, we've decided to get some thicker rubber. This stuff will be too hard to work with. Turns out there is some conveyor belt rubber. I obviously didn't look very hard the first time around when I looked for conveyor belt rubber. Did I? No. This guy's had it listed for like a year. So anyway, ready to roll. We'll go pick that up at 4 o'clock, come back, chuck that in, and then we can start on the rocks, I think.
Yeah. Good plan. Strong plan, I like it.
What do you think?
I'm gonna put some holes in there.
Yeah, so this is the outlet. That goes through the rubber there. And this is the water catchment area. So that's in the sump. We're gonna drill holes through these, which will allow the water to flow in there and then obviously out there. So I need to drill the holes in that. I'm not sure what size hole do you reckon?
But the bigger,
But
the
not-
more likely it will be to block.
Yeah, some debris to go through. That's satisfying, isn't it? Now my OCD's kicking in, but like no one's gonna see it. It'll be on the internet forever. What do you think? Do you reckon that's enough? I think it needs more.
Yeah, more is more, really.
More.
This. But they gotta be, obviously, there.
Yeah, I know. That looks better, doesn't it?
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah. Pretty smug about it. What do you think?
It looks extremely competent. Right, Gumtree mission complete. We ended up getting both rolls available. One was an 8 meter one and one was a 10 meter one, and the 10 meter one is like twice the thickness. also really cheap and really handy. So happy with that. Yuri's just gone to get the skid steer because this stuff is heavy.
Heavy. I'm glad we chose that option. All right. This is so much more serious than the last rubber. I'm so glad we did this.
Yeah. Such a good price too.
Yeah, like 40 bucks.
Yeah.
This is gonna look so good when it's done. We're gonna do like a rock wall all the way along here.
Got a whiskey in there?
Yeah, I got a whiskey, Friday night whiskey. I'm partial to a whiskey.
Scotch or bourbon?
Oh, both are good, but you alternate, I think.
For some reason, we always end our walks with the dog in the hay shed. Oh, it sounds a bit naughty, doesn't it? It's not though, because there are rats in there and Mishka just really likes it in there.
No, it might be. Ooh.
What do you think?
They look amazing. What do you reckon?
Oh, wow.
With the sky and everything?
Yeah. And to complete our week, Yuri's LEDs in the new porch beams have finally been wired in. I love it. Are you happy?
Oh, so happy.
Wow. Nice outfit too, baby.
Hell yeah.
Can you do a little dance? Yuri, now performing the dance of the sugar plum fairy. Yuri.
You're a sugar plum. Yeah,
How good are they?
really good.
Beautiful, and so is this evening. We'll be back very soon with more mud and toil, and if all goes to plan, some sparkling spring water to show you. Meanwhile, please consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already, and always feel free to say hi in the comments.